Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in. Welcome to another episode of Around Town with Laurel Board of Trade. This is where we shine a spotlight on some of our amazing local members and their business right here in our community. If you're a member, you have an opportunity to be in the spotlight too. I'm Carla Conway, your host and graphic designer with Uncommon Design, and also one of the directors for the Laurel Board of Trade. I'm pretty excited. Today, I'm here with Sean Levere. Sean runs Total Copy Marketing on Main Street. Welcome, and thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Carla.
Yeah. So, how did you get started in this line of work?
I started probably, I would say, in high school. I did a Western Votech course.
Okay.
Took it in printing when printing used to be, how can I put it, used to be the #1 job industry
Sure.
back then, and I caught the bug. I did other things, and printing seemed to be what I fell in love with.
Okay, yeah. So how long have you been with Total Copy Marketing?
I own Total Copy and Marketing for 5 years now.
Okay.
So it's been pretty good.
Okay, and what makes your print shop special and unique? And if you could tell us, what is one of your specialties?
Specialties, I hate to say it, is right now it's obituaries. We did a ton of obituaries, but
Okay.
mail marketing, and we do a lot of that in brochures.
Do you have a lot of walk-in traffic?
Yes. Because we're located across from the post office on Main Street, we seem to have a lot of people that need copies, and then copies turn into a project.
So I understand that you have over 30 years experience in the printing industry, and you've won several awards. There's two in particular. One is called the Big Q and Little Q Awards.
Yes, the Big Q and the Little Q Award and a golden ink knife. The PIM, it's what's called PIM, is Printing International of Maryland.
Okay.
Basically, they come together every year and everybody submits work.
Okay.
And so I won a big Q out of everybody in the state of Maryland, and then 2 little Qs. The golden ink knife was with Vicar. Vicar was basically test your skills against other East Coast guys and girls, sorry.
Okay, that's pretty exciting. So that's a
Yes.
Maryland state, right here in the state.
Yes, PIM is, but Vicar is East Coast.
Okay. Well, congratulations. That's
Thank you.
exciting. Yeah. So, this is something right here. This is one of our maps. It's one of the recent projects that we've been doing with the Laurel Board of Trade, and all the members are in here, and there were a lot of ads, and this was a project that Sean worked on. Do you want to tell us a little bit about this and where we might see this?
Well, normally you could see this around like your shops in Laurel, Main Street, and other places. That was a very difficult job. Good thing with the board members, we had all got together, and the research that it came out to be to find the businesses, and a lot of times it was some businesses have gone out of business. So you had a great workforce with the Board of Trade to narrow down who's in business, who's not in business, the most updated names of retailers and whatever else in there. And Carla, you helped with that. You definitely know that was, it was real. It was a really taunting task, but it turned out to be perfect.
You know, it was a long time in the making, but it was one of those things that I think it's really helped the Laurel Board of Trade, and they had an opportunity, the members, to put ads in there. So we're hoping maybe to do this again. So that's going to, now we have a little bit behind us. So where can people go to learn more about you and to support you?
I'm on I'm on Main Street, 335 Main Street, across from the post office. Also, you can go to our website, which is totalcopies.com.
Okay.
Or just stop in. A lot of people like to stop in and just ask frequent questions on what's on Main Street or where they can find something, I'm more than happy to help anybody with some direction.
Okay, awesome. Now, is there one final thought that you'd like to leave our listeners with?
I would definitely leave our listeners with support the Board of Trade. And that total copy would have never happened without, like to thank Mayor Craig Moe. If he didn't call me and tell me that they needed a print shop on Main Street, I wouldn't be here today speaking to you.
That's great. Yeah,
So-
it is nice to have a print shop right there.
And the city of Laurel, they really support the businesses, local businesses. I just don't think I would survive without them getting started and keeping going. So I just want to say I appreciate everything from the Laurel Board of Trade to the city of Laurel, and I'm happy.
That's good. Awesome. Well, we're happy that you're right on Main Street and you're so much a part of the community. And I just want to thank you so much for sharing some time with us today. And it's been exciting learning more about your business.
Yeah, thank you, Carla.
Yeah, you bet. So next up, we'll be talking with another Laurel Board of Trade member, and that's going to be Tony Shannon, and he's with PhD Salon-Barber Shop. You won't want to miss it.
Cyberbullying is a very real thing, affecting over half of young adults online. It is generally done by bullies called trolls. These trolls will invade your privacy and ruin your social media experience. Here are some ways to prevent that. Set your privacy settings on all accounts. Only accept friends. Trolls are not your friends. Don't release any personal information. Block suspicious accounts. And tell a trusted adult. Use these tips to help keep you safe on social media. Don't get trolled, stay safe online, and stop cyberbullies.
Hello, welcome back to Around Town with the Laurel Board of Trade. I'm Carla Conway. I'm a graphic designer with Uncommon Design. I'm your host, and I'm also one of the directors for the Laurel Board of Trade. And today I'm here with one of my special guests, Tony Shannon. Tony runs PhD Barber Shop and the salon right on Main Street. So welcome, we're so glad you're with us.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about how long you've been cutting hair.
Well, I've been cutting hair for a little over 30 years.
Okay, that's a long time.
Yes.
So you know what you're doing. Tell us about your experience level and your title at the shop.
Well, my experience level at PhD Barbershop is I've been cutting for over 30 years, and my title is Master Barber, and I'm also the president and the owner of PhD Salon-Barber Shop.
So you keep things hopping. Okay. So tell me about how many stylists you have and just a little bit about their expertise.
Okay. On the first level of the barbershop, we have 2 other barbers other than myself. And on the second level, which is the salon, which is primarily for the women to go to, we have 2 ladies, and they specialize in creating weaves, making wigs, doing cornrows, hair braiding, lock maintenance, and twists.
What's a twist?
Twist is a natural hairstyle where the hair looks like it's locked, but it's just in a twist form.
Ooh, that sounds nice. Okay, that sounds really good. So that's quite a variety of things. So have there been any trends that you've noticed lately?
Yes, when it comes to barbershop trends, we tend to look for what's popping, what's hot. So when it comes to the mature gentlemen and the seniors, they kind of like to keep things simple. You know, they don't want to really go overboard, so they just like to stay with the regular, you know, common haircuts and hairstyles. But the trends really affect the teenagers and young adults. So what we're finding is a lot of people are now starting to wear beards, so they like to have their beards styled. They now a lot of enhancements are now starting to become popular. What are enhancements? When you have men with a receding hairline, or maybe their front hairline is getting a little thin, or they're going bald, so that can be enhanced with different types of color products that we use to darken the area, and it'll give them a fresh, clean, young look.
Okay, and it takes 10 years off, right?
It takes about 10 years off, yes.
And you don't even notice it, right? It blends in so well.
Yes, it blends in well. You know, we apply the products in a natural form so that it's not too heavy, not too thick, and the color matches just perfect. We get a lot of clients that have gray beards and a little gray in their hair, and for some reason or another, they just don't want to look old yet. So that's when they come to see us, and that's also a popular trend for coloring beards.
Gotcha. Now, it's not really old, it's distinguished, right?
Distinguished is a better word.
So tell us a little bit about like the overall vibe. Like if I come into the salon, what will I find?
Well, what's the overall vibe in PhD Barbershop? When you come in, first thing you'll probably see is snacks. Tea and coffee is available. We have water available. The music is playing, nice, soft music. It can be jazz, it can be blues, it can be soft rock, it can be some R&B, but the music is very pleasantful and tasteful. Sometimes we might play some hip-hop rap, but there's definitely no profanity allowed. So that being said, there's really probably not enough area for hip-hop music because unfortunately, the world we're living in today is, it's a little vulgar. The smell in the shop, we have a certain aroma so people can feel the pleasantry. It's sensual, so you feel warm. It's a clean-looking shop. All of the employees are professional. Everybody's dressed uniformed, and it's bright, the white, clean. So you get that real exotic feel.
Sounds like a nice, fun, happy place. Good vibe. So, another thing is I'm a little curious about is the name of your shop, and it's PhD Barber.
Yes.
So tell me the story about how that came to be.
Okay, well, as you know, PhD Barbershop has been there for 17 years. So at the onset of me opening up the shop, I did some brainstorming. I probably came up with about 10 different names for the shop. And PhD, which stands for Professional Hair Doctor, stood out the most.
I like it.
Now, why did I like Professional Hair Doctor? Well, it kind of goes together. The person who has a PhD, that's a doctorate degree. So a professional hair doctor is someone who is expertise and specializes in hair. I also was in the United States Army, and I was a medic while I was in the Army.
Wow.
So it all kind of ties in together, me being a medical specialist, working in the medical field in the military. So when I retired and I opened up a shop, PhD, I'm still a doctor.
I think that's
a doctor
great.
of hair.
I think that's great. Thank you for your service too.
Thank you.
So that is fabulous. I love that story. So obviously, in a hair barber salon, you've got so many different products for hair and for all different types of hair. And tell us about the wide variety that you have for folks to purchase.
Okay, when it comes to hair products, we try to focus on natural products first. And the products that we focus on deal with a person's hair or their skin. So we have different types of oils for the hair and the beard, which is hair food, which gives luster and eliminates dryness. We have hair products for the skin. For example, we sell a shea butter product, which is the equivalent to cocoa butter, but we find the shea butter is a more natural product to use. We also have hair pomades for the hair, which also keeps the hair healthy looking, shineful, lustful, and eliminates dry scalp. We have shampoos for the hair, so people come in with different types of scalp ailments, whether it be dandruff or eczema or any of these other skin diseases. We have certain types of shampoos that will help them eliminate or either cut down the amount of dandruff that's being used.
That's great, because there's a lot of different things that we can get. So that's nice that you do a consultation and then just kind of advise people too on what's good.
Yes.
That's good. So what's the best way for folks to learn more about you and to support you?
The best way to learn more about PhD Salon Barbershop would be to go to our webpage, which is phdbarbers.com.
Okay.
Or you can go to basim.shannon@gmail.com. And
Okay.
Basim is spelled BASIM .Shannon
Okay.
@gmail.com.
Awesome. Okay. So is there a final thought you'd like to leave our listeners with?
Yes, a final thought that I would like to leave with the listeners is I first want to give praises to the Most High God for everything that He has blessed me with as far as my talents. I would also like to thank my lovely wife, CC Shannon, for supporting me in all of my endeavors and continuing to be by my side. I want to thank all of my children and grandchildren for supporting me, my brothers and sisters for supporting me in my business. I'd like to thank the city of Laurel for assisting me and allowing me this opportunity to share the PhD logo. And I'd also like to thank the Laurel Board of Trade for their assistance and their ability to help network the businesses on Main Street and in the city of Laurel. And last but not least, I want to give thanks to all of my clients, all of the customers that have been coming to us for all of the years, helping to keep us afloat, for helping to support our business, for letting other people know that we're here. And in closing, I would just want to say, PhD Barbershop is a place that you want to come to because we care about your hair, and we don't just cut hair, we operate.
Yeah, that's great. That's so wonderful. You know, the opportunity to just give support, you know, all the support for the people and the clients and your family. It takes a lot to really to run a business and to keep it afloat and to keep it so prominent in the community. Yes. And we are so glad you're here. Yes. And the Laurel Board of Trade really supports you and wishes you all the best. And Tony, thank you so much for joining us and sharing a little insight into your business.
Okay, and thank you very much for having me.
You bet.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, okay. So I want you guys to know too that you can be featured as well. So reach out. I'd love to chat with you more. Send us a message. Go to our website, which is laurelboardoftrade.org. Also on our website, you can learn more about the Laurel Board of Trade and all the benefits and the many events that we sponsor. And we invite you to join our powerful mix of business leaders and expand your network. And I want to remind you about something. Every third Thursday of the month, I'd like you to join us. We have an online business networking event, and we meet from 12:15 to 1:30. Yes, we're still meeting virtually on Zoom and hoping to get some more in-person events. But remember our tagline, small business, big ideas. The Laurel Board of Trade is an amazing resource and is an asset to our community, as you've heard here. For more information, feel free to check us out on Facebook or go to our website, laurelboardoftrade.org. And remember to shop local. and support our businesses. So that's a wrap from the Laurel Board of Trade. Until then, see you next time.